If you have been playing Brawl Stars for a while now, you would know that sometimes the shop offers can be absolutely rubbish.
What is that?
Don't you just love a 1 gem discount on a pin pack? Who's actually buying these anyway? Since the Gears update has become very difficult to max out your account with 2 extra power levels and then getting the stuff you need for the Gears, and then with new brawlers being added all the time, it's just more to max out. So essentially it would just take a really long time. I don't know how long, like years possibly. You might never max out your account, I don't know. Especially for all my free to play boys out there. I think I saw somewhere that it costs like $9,000 to max out your account. Like if you're spending that much on a mobile game, then you're either loaded or you've never touched grass. I think it's pretty common knowledge that Brawl Stars is pay to win to some extent. Like clearly you're going to make a lot more progress in the game if you're buying boxes with gems you've bought and things like that. However, on the 22nd of January 2022, something surprising happened that would tear the Brawl Stars community apart.
Today something absolutely insane happened, to put it lightly.
140 mega boxes for $2.
$1,000 basically for free.
Oh my goodness, it worked. No freaking way.
As you can see, anyone that was there to purchase this offer, someone worked it out and it's about nearly 3.5 months of account progress. And that's not including brawlers. If you haven't unlocked brawlers, then potentially this could be like a year's worth of progress for you. But clearly this was not meant to happen. Supercell had made a mistake. The question was how long it was going to last in the shop for until they fixed it. Roughly 30 minutes later, the offer reverted to what it should have been, just 1 mega box instead of 140, but the damage was already done. Frank, the game lead, said on Twitter that the validation system that checks the offers in the shop before sending them out to see if they're okay failed this time and allowed this insane deal to go live. Not everyone was able to experience this once in a lifetime deal, and as you can expect, lots of the Brawl Stars community were not happy. Not only was there outrage on social media, some took it to the App Store as well. In some countries, Brawl Stars was absolutely hammered with 1-star reviews. It's understandable for people to be annoyed, especially for those in a time zone when the shop refreshes at night, as lots of people would have been sleeping at this time and so missed out on the offer. So at this point, what could be done? Well, Supercell had a few options. There were a lot of suggestions thrown around of what they should do. These include bringing back the offer for anyone that hadn't already bought it, or giving some kind of compensation to players who weren't able to buy it as well. Or probably the most widely suggested option was doing a rollback to before the shop refreshed and refund everyone who had bought the offer. So I'll explain why these options wouldn't work, starting with a rollback. In case you don't know what that means, what would happen in a rollback is anyone's progress that they have made between the time that the shop updated and the time they did the rollback would be reset. So you can understand why this might be an issue. For example, if someone had opened a box completely fairly, not part of the special offer, and had got a legendary, after the rollback that would be gone. Also, someone could have played a few Power League matches and got to the next rank, only for that to be reset and then back to the previous rank. So like Frank said on Twitter, they have to decide what's going to have the least negative effect on everyone, and unfortunately doing a rollback would probably do more harm than good. As for something like compensation, if they were to give everyone some free mega boxes, then it wouldn't actually make any difference because the people who were still able to buy the offer would get those mega boxes too. It just wouldn't work. So what did Supercell actually do about it? Nothing. Here's the thing, this isn't actually the first time something like this has happened. A few years ago there was an offer for 49 mega boxes just for 49 gems. Now supposedly this offer was only appearing to newer players, so when Supercell finally realised and removed it, it didn't have that much of an effect. Also, new players being new players, they wouldn't have realised that this is actually a really good deal. Normally 1 mega box would cost 80 gems, and in this deal it's basically saying that 1 mega box is worth 1 gem. Everyone kind of just moved on from this and forgot about it, and to be honest, everyone eventually will probably forget about this time. When you actually look into the statistics of it, only about 0.2% of the active player base purchased it, so actually the effect isn't as big as everyone thought. No, it's not gonna ruin the balancing of the game or anything, and if you didn't get the offer, then you're just unlucky. One thing Supercell is definitely doing though is fixing the validation system to make sure that the same mistake won't happen in the future, because it definitely had more of an effect on them than it did us on the money side of things. And after seeing the fallout of it happening this time, I think we're better off not having history repeat itself. After all, it's much more difficult to know what is fair than what is unfair. And that concludes today's video. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing and giving this video a like. We would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Some random memes for you to enjoy.